Hi, today I want to talk to you guys about Iman Gadzhi, who is a 22-year-old wildly successful entrepreneur who has a wildly successful YouTube channel which boasts around 1.3 million subscribers around this recording. Now, some of you guys may know him as being that guy on YouTube with those crazy ads on YouTube about being a high school dropout at 17 and being a multi-millionaire soon afterwards due to him starting an SMMA and a few other entrepreneurship things. While many of you view him to be a very helpful and full of panache, like Dr. Schultz and Django, with a lot of his sagacious advice on entrepreneurship, investing, and general life advice, others despise him and view him as some financial guru on YouTube who only flexes about his wealth and influence while simultaneously making you buy his courses. Even though I can disagree on quite a few things on which Iman G says, I want to talk about today on how he has helped me strive to become a better person financially and mentally the past 3 months, which I've known his videos for and which I've deeply been able to get into his content for and be able to understand him much more clearly. The first thing that I've learned from him is by him teaching me about needing to learn high-level skills to be able to help me progress forwards and be able to create my own path in entrepreneurship. One of the skills which I've recently started learning, which he has recommended, has been coding. And to say the least, it has been quite challenging for me to do so because for many years unfortunately, I've been told that I won't be able to do it and I will never be successful in programming. And I unfortunately took that advice to heart and that hindered my success. You know what? No! I took a stand against that a few months ago, and so far, even though things are going quite a bit tough and things can be progressing a bit more at a much better pace, I do have faith in myself that I am able to do this because in some concepts, even the basics, which I wasn't able to understand before, I'm slowly getting them down slowly day by day when I practice and have time after my job and after Muay Thai practice and everything, and I'm able to implement being able to try to work in a deep work mindset, which I will discuss a bit later, which Iman has also helped. So Iman has been able to help me in being able to go out and step out of my comfort zone, which I will discuss a bit later also. Anyways, but big thank you to Iman G because he has encouraged me indirectly to be able to sit my butt down and get to work because not even the most successful people in the world today, which are masters at were masters at their crafts instantly. They had to take many years and a lot of hard work, dedication, sacrifice, perseverance, and motivation in order to be able to make it. And I'm very determined to be able to do the same as them and be able to achieve great success because I know deep inside that I can do it. Additionally, I want to be able to start learning the other skills which he recommends on sales, marketing, and being able to make good advertisements in order to have those other much needed skills to be able to achieve higher success in my life. Because I believe that those skills can be quite vital, as Iman says, in being able to teach you and be able to help you in being able to establish networking and be able to overall help you become a higher quality person, which I will also touch on later. Anyways, the second thing which I've learned from Iman G has been the importance of using credit cards and loyalty programs. The reason for this being is so important is that because they allow you to be able to obtain a lot of great points and perks for you to be able to use effectively and efficiently in order to make things much more enjoyable, like upgrades on flights or by being able to even gain the simplest cashback kickbacks or other small rewards, which, as you know, they can be quite a big help, especially these days, bros, especially these days. And they are able to be a long term of getting a bit of money back and getting some small rewards. It is very important, though, to keep in mind that you should try to pay off your credit cards in full statements when your balances are due, and to be able to utilize it a lot by being able to keep the utilization rate below 10% in order to exponentially be able to increase your credit score for maximum and very good effect. Another thing which Iman G has helped me be able to learn is the power of the dopamine detox. And by being able to focus on tasks well instead of getting distracted and like this, like that, or that, and being able to focus well, leading up to, and being able to focus well instead of, as I show right now, being like, oh no, this, that, and this causing you to be doing insipid and ignoramus activities which only hinder your success. To be honest, I still believe that I have quite a lot of improvement to do for being able to achieve a higher level of deep work and concentration on my work. But it has improved quite significantly, I would say, by quite a bit versus from what it has been before. Which I'm very proud to say that, wow, yeah, thank you so much again, Iman G. But yeah, before, I remember setting up a goal, for example, for the day, by being able to do research on particular topic on like finances or by the programming as I talked about, which I've thought of being quite interesting and intriguing. Right after I just started the task, always found myself being distracted by other small things available near me, like my phone or food or doing anything else apart from sitting down and concentrating on the task at hand. Iman G has taught me that by being able to cut your phone screen time to an hour or less of being distracted, not going on YouTube to watch dopamine videos which don't help you in the long run, and just watching motivation videos additionally and not taking down any notes or lessons from them, not watching porn and doing the dirty deed which Babushka would not approve of. Oh no, which thankfully I do not know how I still to this day haven't went on there. Well, haven't went on there and haven't tried doing something, which I'm very thankful for. And by additionally being able to meditate for 10 minutes a day, which has helped me quite a bit in being able to concentrate my feelings and emotions and being overall productive and mindful of what I want to achieve during that day and week. Additionally, Iman G has taught me about bad purchases and decisions to make in your 20s, which are coming up to me right now. Whoa! Which has helped me develop a plan of not buying these things. Some of the, with my 20s coming up right now, some of these things and reasons for not buying them include buying expensive plane tickets like business and first class because you're not able to write them off as personal expenses, avoiding getting new abysmally expensive gadgets instead of getting some older technological computers or phones due to many of them just having even the slightest upgrades these days, where some PC or laptops as an example can perform almost just as well or just as well as that computer for your important tasks, making you therefore waste your money on unneeded upgrades and luxuries in a way. Buying jewelry just for the bling bling and the cool flexing to your wannabe gangster friends on the streets, the high-end Gucci belts and Versace shoes and nothing else to show but empty goddamn pockets, which, goddamn, that's not good. And because the value of your jewelry, as with a new car, instantly depreciates in value once you take it off the lot, which is insane, bro. Like, sheesh, man. Like, you out here getting hustle, brother. Easy. While you're losing money very quickly by a depreciating flex asset, that guy who's selling you is getting rich. Like, for real. Paradoxical, but unless you have the money and you're able to buy it as a gift for your mom or babushka for her to flex at the local bingo club, or for your lady. Cheers! And finally, by being able to stay away from gambling sites or casinos, because most of the time, house truly does win. And in your honor, they're gonna waste that money on themselves, of course, but they will also buy those nice decorations and fountains outside with your lost money to attract others into being able to lose their money also, unfortunately, which, I mean, at least they're kind of using the money for some benefit, but, I think we already pay enough of our tax. Well, not trying to be political, but we already pay a lot of taxes to make those kind of things, if you guys know what I mean. On the other hand, Iman G has also been able to tell me about very good purchases which I should be able to do in my 20s in order to achieve a bigger financial growth and financial independence during that time. And not all of them include material things. As an example, on one of the things is traveling, because you going out to travel, you're able to expand your worldview and be able to experience different cultures, and you're able to build up your character and mindset and you do not have to go on luxury trips for small earners, even at the small earners. The other thing is by spending your money on some good clothes. This doesn't mean that you need to buy very expensive, but getting something fancy which is not too expensive instead, spending it on some big brand name, as I mentioned before, like Gucci or Versace, brag to your wannabe gangster friends again outside, is not going to make you better at all. It will just make you appear as an ignoramus of, as Pai Mei would say. Additionally, another great purchase would be by buying some tools which are important for you to be able to use in order for you to improve the skills which you want to build up. Like, for example, a camera and microphone equipment for YouTube. Final thing is by being able to invest sagaciously and not by trying to chase crazy gambles or insane options or cryptos which advertise that you can become rich in the next week, which unfortunately very, very rarely happens. And if it does happen, that wealth just as quickly evaporates like a snap of a Thanos finger, and because of you being greedy or by spending it on wannabe gangsta things to impress your friends, who, if they are true good friends, will not care about these materialistic things. Finally, Mr. Iman G has taught me 5 important qualities which I need to practice in order to be able at least the top 5% of men, or even higher. First thing is by removing the crutches, as Iman G says, by removing your insecurities and continue to persevere on through at least 5 years of hard work, sagacious thinking, and persistence in becoming the best self you can be, because you are not able to become a high value person in a short amount of time, because you will be flawed in some way or another, which will bring you down in one small misstep, no matter how successful in many factors you may become before completing at least a 5-year journey of self-growth. Next thing is by being able to fix your timeline, fixing up yourself, by being able to have the time to integrate into that success which you have stepped into. An example of this which I can relate to is that I just thankfully returned a few months ago back during the summer to my Muay Thai gym, and even though I felt like crap and useless, my very sagacious and gregarious teacher, Mr. Matey, along with a lot of my good friends who I haven't seen in a while there, had helped me get back into the gym and strive to work hard and become better. And I believe that during this time, I not only got back to the level where I was when I skipped 2 years of work and flushed it down, unfortunately, because of COVID and other factors, of 2.5 years of progress, but actually I was able to build on top of it and continue to do so every day by becoming a slightly stronger and more resilient every time I went there, which is amazing. The next thing that Iman G has taught me is by being able to achieve true work freedom, being able to maximize your location, your entrepreneurship, and by being able to build your own processes and systems in order to have others be able to help you around to maximize your potential even further. Fourth thing which Iman G argues, you can't become a successful person without being able to put a lot of sacrifice, time, and hard work into it, because it will never happen without those skills. He describes it in his own example of him putting himself in and running a marathon, him not knowing how he will do it, and by him stepping out of his comfort zone and striving toward it. He in a way was able to have his 2 most successful years so far because of it, his life, because he challenged himself and overcame something which he believed he could not do so. Final step which Iman says is by being able to build a network of good individuals around you who will help you uplift you, and you not being able to just rely on yourself, and by those individuals not by helping you in achieving something important, not something that isn't good, and by them helping you with your big business ideas, or by them helping with the relationships or anything else. Overall, Iman G has made a very successful impact on my life so far. Over the short few months which I've listened and learned about his content, I was I was and still am able to apply and continue to strive to apply more of his principles and practice of becoming a better man, and by being able to push myself past the comfort zone. Small example, to be honest with you guys, is by making this video here, which, to be honest, I didn't know what to write about much. Once I sat down these past few days and did my best to form what I believe will hopefully be able to help at least one person who watches this, is that the advice which Mr. Iman G gives is very sagacious and very understandable. We should strive to be like him in wanting to achieve success and achieving it, working hard, being dedicated, and by continuously wanting to learn and expand ourselves in our network and beyond our comfort zones. Finally, thank you so much again, Mr. Iman G, for all your help so far, and I know that I will make an even better video in the future, and I will have a very great about you in the future, and I will have a very great conversation, or even more, just one hopefully, with you once I make it, good sir. Thank you again, and let's go, baby. Let's strive for success. Let's get it.